All right, this is the Sold Hour Incentive Plan. I'm just going to go through the setup place for this Sold Hour Incentive Plan. So you put your technicians' pay in here. Let's say you pay them $30 an hour, and make the sold hour pay and the non-sold hour pay the same. Some guys pay some for sold hours, some guys pay some for non-sold hours. They have a difference. I just keep it simple. So if it's $30, put $30 in both of them. Work with your business coach if you want to use this feature differently. They can walk you through that, he or she. All right, selling price for your business, let's say it's $500. Use your selling price, your material as a percentage of sale when you look at your P&L. And this is a plumbing department, so I'm going to say it's 12% of sale. So now my selling price is going to be $568.18. And it's important to understand what that is because we're going to be looking at labor as a percentage of sale right here. And we want to make sure that our bonus does not get higher, have our labor jump up higher than we'd like for it to be as labor as a percentage of sale. Labor and bonus as a percentage of sale. So okay, our first level here, let's just say our efficiency is 37.5%. So that's 3 hours a day. You're looking for 15 hours a week. So at 37.5% efficient, if I put in a efficiency bonus at 25%, okay, I can't give a bonus because now labor as a percentage of sales is still going to be over 20%. So I can't even do that. So if I went to 27.5, if I wanted to give a bonus out, I could give a little bit of a bonus out here, but I'm not going to because there's not enough juice to string this out all the way through. So I'm going to make this at 30%. They have to hit 30%, and then I'll give them a bonus, and it won't be much of a bonus, but it'll be $4. I'll give them $4 a bonus. Okay. So this is labor as a percentage of sale pre-burdened. So I never want this to go above 20, and that's why that turned to 20. And if I gave $10 here, that's going to turn. It's going to turn to over 20. Well, taxes are 20. Burden is 20%. So I don't want labor to be more than 24% of my plumbing department. So 20% is the maximum you can ever have here. All right. So I'm just going to start it right now at 1830, and I'll scale up to 20 as I get up to the other levels. So now if I go to 32.5% efficient, then how much bonus can I give them? Maybe I can give them 8. I got to keep them up to here, so I'll give them 11. It's getting closer, 12. All right, so that's getting close. Keeping these bonus levels the same. Let's go to 35. And I'm going to give $18. Let's see what that looks like. It doesn't look too bad. I'll go 19. Just to step it up a little bit. Okay, 37.5, and that's where your target is. So 37.5. Oops, 37.5. And I'll give them a $25 bump there. Okay, so that's stepping it up. I'll go to 40% efficient. And at 40% efficient, I could probably give them a $30 bump. Probably 33. Yeah, it might be a little bit too much. Let's look at 30. What's 30 give me? Okay, it gives me right there at 1848. Okay, you could keep it. There's nothing wrong with keeping them all the same. Putting that bonus amount to keep these all the same. Not a problem with that at all. We're just going to bump it up just a little bit just to show a little bit of escalation. And then 42.5. And I'll put in, let's see, $37 there. Okay, so it's escalating up. And then my 7th level, which really is the top level because nobody's going to be 100%, but I have to cap it somewhere. Okay, so then I'm going to put in 45% efficient and make that bonus, let's say $43. And okay, so that's kind of scaled it up. And then if they hit 100%, I'll just cap them up there at $50. And they're at 14, whatever that is, 14% as a percentage of sales. So that's how this is set up, and I like this setup like this, where it's just a little bit of escalation as it goes, and the bonus goes a little bit more. You know, this is where you're making your 25% net profit because you have your efficiency set and your profit pricer at 37.5 possibly, or maybe yours is at 40. You know, wherever it is, make that the 4th level here, make that here, and then go up and down from there. And keep it in 2.5% increments, because that's how the plan shows. You can show the plan off that way. So at 30%, they're at 4. They get to 32.5, they're at 12. They're 19, 25, 31, 37, 43, all the way down to when they hit 100% efficient again. So they'll cap out at a $43 bonus after they get to that point. That's just how it's pretty much set up. But this is kind of the area to get them to get that extra hour, 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 get that extra hour. And then when they're up here, they're rolling. Now here's something that's I like about this piece is a guy can't hurt you with overtime, because here's the overtime column. So we've got sold hours, bonus amount, billable efficiency. So this is their billable efficiency right here. Their non-hours sold. So these are their hours sold, and these would be the non-hours sold. This would be in a 40-hour week. This is going to show them what their weekly pay is going to be, and what their annual pay is going to be at these different levels. So it's a nice recruiting piece to show guys where they could be at different levels. You know, if you became 37.5% efficient, you're going to make $81,000. You're going to become 45% efficient, you're going to make $100,000. Okay? So based off of this program. So what's nice about this is if they did work overtime, so you enter in your overtime here, and this is just a demonstration page, I'm going to show them that they lost their bonus. Now, they're going to make $1,245 because they worked the hour of overtime. They're getting $1,200 a week, 30 bucks times 40. But if they didn't work that overtime, they're going to get $1,248. So they just kind of shot themselves in the foot by working that hour of overtime by $3. Isn't much, but if a guy racks up overtime, he's going to pay for it, because it's the efficiency of pound all the hours up to 40 and above. Okay, so if a guy starts racking up, he's down here in this level down here, and he starts racking up 20 hours overtime, he just lost his bonus. He's making $2,100, granted, okay, because of overtime. He's losing. He's not making that $25 an hour spiff here. Now he may not care because he's racking up 21 hours overtime. Now if you've got a guy racking up 21 hours overtime and he's only selling 16 hours, you've got a bigger problem. Okay. So that's a huge deal, because he's working 61 hours and he's selling 16 of them. That efficiency sucks. It's 13.2%. Okay, and you can't have that going on. So this shows you your efficiency as it comes down. And here's where your real problems are with your guys. There are these folks here. If you're plumbers, there are these guys. They're selling less than 8 hours, because their efficiency is actually, it's more than that. You don't want it to be above 20. So here's your problem, children. Anybody selling just 10 or less, they're kicking you square in the face, or anywhere else it hurts. Okay? And then if you added overtime to it, it's going to show what the true overtime percentage is. So if I come back down here at 18 and I put in 5 hours overtime, well, its true efficiency is 20%. Okay? So that's what your labor is costing you as a percentage of sale at this point by paying the overtime. It's costing you 20% of sale. Okay? So you can keep your eyes on these things. And this is a good demonstration tool for the techs to show them. And, you know, I basically would draw a line right here. I just come up here and draw a line. And I don't have my sheet up here, but I draw a line underneath that and say, if you're above this line, you're between 0 and there, you're on the bubble, dude, because you're costing me a ton of money, labor as a percentage of sale. He doesn't sell anything, he's costing you twice as much as he's worth. You're paying him twice as much. You can't keep guys like this. It costs you more than you're paying. So, yeah, it's a crazy deal. But anyways, okay, come back over here to the payroll side and set up the payroll. All right, so we've got technician name. Just put in name of the person, the hourly rate, $30. Regular hours worked, 40. Okay, it self-populates. You're gonna make $1,200 on that. But then you would put in his sold hours. So how many sold hours did he make? Okay, he's gonna make, he sold 15 hours. That's gonna show his efficiency. It's gonna throw his efficiency bonus in there. and now he made $1,575. He made the $1,200 on the weekly pay, and then $375 bonus. Okay. Now, if you're working 32 hours and he's got 8 hours of overtime, he's going to get credit of 3.75 hours because that's what he was on pace to do with 15 hours sold versus 32 hours. So he's really at 46.9%. He's going to get $43 for every sold hour, which is 15. But I'm crediting him 3.75 to bump that up there. Okay, because that's really what pace he was on. In 32 hours, he was at a 46% pace. Whereas if he worked 40 hours and did 15, he'd only be at 37.5% efficiency. So he gets credit for the efficiency on the time that he does work and credited sold hours. Now, we're not paying on those credited sold hours. Those credited sold hours are just allowing the company billable efficiency to jump up to pay him what he's worth, all right? And then if you got overtime hours, overtime kills him. So if he's got 5 hours overtime, look where his efficiency drops to, from 37.5 to 33. So now he's got, instead of a $375 bonus, he's got a $180 bonus because he sold the same amount of hours in 5 more hours, in 45 hours instead of 40. So he can't, he's not going to ding me. If he's an overtime moron, he's going to get all that. You're still paying for it. You're paying it through double time, but you're not paying double through the bonus. Okay? So that's kind of where you're at on the efficiency piece. So that is the sold hour efficiency program. And this is for all 48 states except for California. I'll do the next one for California. Oh, I'm sorry, there is a bi-weekly tab in here. This is the weekly tab. There is a bi-weekly